Welcome to the Aimmee Koachaian and the Expert Show. I'm your host, Aimmee Koachaian, not Kardashian.
And I am your co-host, Stephanie Thompson. And in this first segment, we heard the beginning of Aimmee's powerful story, her growing up in her childhood in the Lebanese Civil War.
And one lesson from that.
Yes, absolutely. And we're going to continue to hear more of her story now.
Well, I believe all of our everybody have a story to tell.
Yes.
You know.
Sure.
But when we go through life and challenges, there is a lot of lessons that we could pick from that.
Yes.
And that's what I learned. What to do is to pick lessons from everything that happened and still happen, because life doesn't stop. Obstacles and challenges, they don't stop. Not just because you overcame one thing, that means everything else is going to be just great and perfect. And then so many people, they say, why me? Why is not stopping? What's happening to my life? And I feel like I have learned a lot throughout my journey that I've been, and I'm blessed to be here.
Yes.
Alive in the United States.
And we're blessed to have you here.
And we're going to share how I get here.
Yes,
okay.
Absolutely.
To continue the journey, to share with you the journey, after that bomb, we became homeless. Then my family separated, and they put me in the mountain, me and my little brother, Roger. He was 6 years old at that time, and I was 12. So they put us way up in the mountain for safety, and then my family separated. Each one of my family, they stayed in some other family members' home. And as you know, back then we didn't have cellular.
Right.
We didn't have any communication. It was phones that you can call, but when the war started, even the phones shut down. So we couldn't get hold of anybody. And the mountain where I was staying with my brother, it was a school. Basically, they put me there. But it was no school, just for safety. They shut the road between Beirut and the mountain. So it was completely, I didn't know what happened to my family. In the middle of the night, I used to go out the balcony. I still remember that. I used to go out to the balcony and watch. And I'm sure many of you have seen that on television. You see the bomb dropping from one area to another.
Wow.
And they're like a fireball.
Yes.
You know, and I'm still not over it, because I lost my brother right next to my eyes, and the bombing is still in my head. So it was very, very uncomfortable to watch those bombs flying everywhere and thinking, now I'm going to lose my mom, or I'm going to lose my father, or my mother, or my other brother. What happened to my family? I'm never going to see them again. Never going to see my family again. For 3 long month, I did not get connected with my family, and I was taking care of my brother, and they couldn't have food because the road was closed. So even my little brother Roger, he used to go, and I found him one time looking in the garbage to eat. And the school where we were there, they were feeding us, like I still remember, we stay in line. All the kids stayed in line, and then they were feeding us just piece of bread and paste tomato on it, and that will be for lunch. Or they have a chicken or something. They give us soup for the night, if we're lucky for that. So for 3 months, I didn't have connection with my family. Didn't know what happened to them. And I had to take care of my little brother. So therefore, I was scared. I mean, to tell you I wasn't scared, that wouldn't be the truth. I was scared. But you know what I did? I turned my fear into faith. And I reached out to God, and I asked for help. I had to learn how to ask for help, because I felt I was alone. But after I did that, I didn't feel I was alone anymore.
And you were how old at that point?
12 years.
You were still
12 and a half at that time.
12 and a half, to have
because
that kind of presence.
Close to 12 and a half.
To have that kind of presence of mind at 12 and a half, to turn your fear to faith. I mean, that's That's pretty powerful,
Well,
right there.
everything was closed. I mean, I
Yeah.
had nothing else. I had no one to reach out, no family members,
Yeah.
no like a therapy or somebody. There is
Right.
no food, there is nothing, there is no clothing, nothing. We lost everything. And basically, they put me in that mountain, in that place with two things on me. That's it. Like I used to wash them and wear them again, wash them and wear them again.
Wow.
You know. And the water, we didn't have water. The water cut off, the electricity cut off, phones, there is no phones or anything like that. But you know what? I had my brother. I had my brother, and I put him close to my heart. And I learned more how important it is to love each other. So I encourage you in this season, Christmas season, the holidays season, is to love each other. And if you forgive each other, get with your family, call them, tell them how much you love them. And that is so important to our spirit, to lift us up. That's what gave me energy to even continue, because I had to give. And I believe giving is living. If you don't give, you don't live. So
I
when
like
you're
that.
giving love to someone, it
Yeah.
inspires you to move, to have energy, to
Gives
feel
you a reason
alive,
to do
To do
things.
things.
Yes.
There is a reason. There is the why.
Yeah.
Why are you here? It gives you that. Long story, make it short. We could be here forever, right?
Well, this is so interesting. I'm sure the viewers out there are really drawn into your story as well. So,
Well, hopefully they're walking away with something, because it's not easy for me to share it.
Yeah.
But if you're walking away with something, that will make it up for me. And
Yeah.
I would like to hear from you. What did you walk away with? After the 3 months, I get back with my family. At that time, my father left to Egypt, because in the first place we wanted to go to Egypt. My father left to Egypt, and I get back with my family. And I was so happy just to get back with them. The rest of my family, they were okay. We found a place to live, and that place, they give us somebody give us a place to stay in their home. They were building that home. They were still on. There is no floor. They were still on concrete.
okay.
We didn't have any cover. We didn't have anything. So we put the cardboard on the floor, and we had no electricity, and we were on the candles. Just that's how we were at night, seeing each other. But guess what? That moment, I felt I was the richest, the most happiest girl on earth. Believe it or not, just to be with my family. Just to know that they are okay. The feeling that I had that year, I can't explain it. I just felt I had everything, just to see them alive. Then we had to, the war was continuing, of course, and the bomb were dropping, and we were moving from place to place, and people were helping us and reaching out as much as they could. We stayed in family members, a little bit here, a little bit there. Finally, we got a place. Some relative of my father helped us to get into a place where these people, they left their home, and now we have roof over our heads.
Wow.
But my mom, she was going on medication, and she could not function to take care of me, and she wasn't in the right frame of mind. So at the age of 14, I found myself getting married. I was persuaded to get married. I found myself wearing the white dress and walking for a better life. And that was another journey that I had to work and find other inspiration to keep me going every day.
Wow. So hopefully you saw this whole show and from the beginning, and you have been on this journey with us, hearing Aimmee's powerful story, overcoming so many things that we take for granted every day. And we'll be back with the third segment, and we'll hear more about Aimmee in just a few moments.
See you soon.